I would now invite Sri Puneet Kumar Bhatia to deliver the keynote address.
Good afternoon. I think let me first thank you, sir, for the way you kind of outlined, what is it that the institute can actually absorb from the industry, and the way you kind of articulated this program in itself, Industry 4.0, future of work, the human resource implications. I think you've done a tremendous job in identifying some of the key issues that will impact as Industry 4.0 kind of gains momentum and scale. I started my journey in this subject on Industry 4.0 10 years ago. When I was with Cisco Systems, we were called in, there was a Lehman crisis. How many of you remember a Lehman crisis that happened in 2008? Brilliant. That was a time when the auto sales crashed. What's happening right now had happened in 2009 early time frame. And we in Cisco had created a future of automotive roadmap, and we went to all the OEMs across the globe talking about what technology could do to their business. And we didn't used to call it Industry 4.0 in those days, by the way. And out of that came an engagement which led to the design and execution of the first virtual dealership in the world. Internet of Everything was a lot about how you connect machines together, machine to machine, and then how do you connect machine data to humans, and then how do you enable humans to collaborate together? How do machines interact with each other? You need something called as a virtual twin of a machine, a digital twin. The only way you can get a machine to interact is when you create a cyber-physical system. Two physical systems will not be able to interact with each other unless they have intelligence embedded inside them. What's shifted in the last 3 years that's caused Industry 4.0 to start picking momentum? What is the shift that happened? There's something else that happened. What about cloud? What's happening is that the technology has kind of exponentially gone to a level that you can store large volumes of data. One of the biggest hindrances in any industrial transformation or any Industry 4.0 or industrial internet transformation was about your ability to store data. How do you store large volumes of data? With the cloud becoming more relevant, you're able to today store massive volumes of production data on which you can actually run simulations, and hence as a result you can actually do predictive modeling. That's how the AI and the machine learning system models will work, because they have the data available, which was not available earlier. There are 15 underlying technologies in Industry 4.0. Each one of them impacts the work, the workplace, and the workforce. In 2016-17, there was a new form of robot that started coming in called cobots. These are collaborative robots. So imagine there is a production line in which there are pipes that are coming out, and you've got to do the inventory counting of the pipes. Today what happens is that there will be an individual who will be standing and doing manual tagging of the pipes, and they're pushed down the production line. But what a cobot is able to do is it's able to replace the human and able to do the same task much effectively. When they come on the shop floor, they impact the work. And hence, what happens is, and this is my experience by the way, nothing to say with my very knowledgeable panelists here, I've never seen in an Industry 4.0 strategy transformation assignment HR being involved on the table in terms of a discussion. Even when you roll a project out, what happens to the work? What happens to the workforce? What happens to the workplace? How does it change? How does it change your HR policies? Will it have a human resource implication? And I think that's what comes out as part of this two-day event that we have. HR is an important element in Industry 4.0 transformation. The role of HR, the role of human resources in an organization, and how technology impacts the elements of work, workplace, and workforce. I think it's a great, look forward to the next 2 days with all of you and the co-panelists here. But yeah, that's what my message to all of you would be. So, thank you very much.